Well, this is just ridiculous. Hosana's just come up. He kind of stalked towards Thandi with a bit more intent than normal. He's now gotten very close to where Thandi is, and Thandi is being very kind of aggressive towards him and just telling him almost to back off. Now, you see, now he's being submissive. That rolling around that you're seeing is typical submissive behavior when he does that. So he's almost, I think, wants to play rather than he wants to be aggressive to her, but she is not happy about him approaching her at all. She was quite, you can actually hear her. I don't know if it's clear over the wind, but there's this low growl that's coming from Thandi. She's not impressed with this sort of closeness and proximity of Hosana. This is just insane. What are you doing, Hosana? You can't play. She will not play with you. This is insane. So, Eggsy in Final Control says that Hosana wants to borrow money from his older sister. No, well, Eggsy, he's a successful entrepreneur now. He's got a thriving business. And so, Kevin, you said that, and Eggsy, you were just reading it. Okay, well, sorry about that. But Kevin, I think, no, he doesn't have to worry about money, but he's got his own successful business. I think he's more, he just wants to try and mend the bond between the family, but his older sister is still holding a grudge for his success in life. But look at this. This is ridiculous. She is not happy. Look at that tail. We often talk about signs of when a leopard is not comfortable with our presence, and Thandi is actually showing those signs now. She's being very, very aggressive about this whole thing. She's showing her displeasure. You can hear her in the background, actually. Now watch when her tail is moving, and you'll find that when a leopard is angry, that tail flicks like that, and the ears flattened against the head, and they try then make these sounds. What's going on here? Now that is Hosana stamping himself over Thandi, saying, enough of this, I'm not taking your nonsense anymore. Look at that, they are head to head. Now he's backing off now. He's made his intentions very clear. He has now basically told Thandi, I'm not standing for your nonsense. You can stop this and stop growling at me, and he has shown that he is the bigger of the two leopards. Now it's going to be interesting to see Thandi's reaction. She almost looks a little bit gobsmacked by the fact that he's actually charged at her. Now all of the interactions we've seen between these two, Thandi has dominated the kind of confrontation, whereas now Hosana has just sent a very clear message. He's just said, I've had enough of you, stop growling at me, stop being ugly to me, and is kind of charged at her. And you can see she's just kind of watching him now, almost as if to say, okay, I get that you're not impressed by my nonsense. Hosana, you're growing up, boy. You're starting to behave a lot more like a big male than a young kind of pretender. Sure, I have. So yes, sorry, can you repeat the name? Because I got the comment but not the name. Is it Gina? Tina, no, that's it. So Tina, you say she's pouting now. Yes, she's got her sulk face on now. She didn't expect that, I don't think. She's a bit surprised, much like I am. I must be honest, there for a second I thought maybe Hosana was going to actually come to blows with her, because the way he leapt in there was as if to say, you know, I'm starting to lose my temper with you a little bit. Stop this nonsense. I know I'm not the big male around here, but there's no reason to treat me like that. And you can see she's a little bit kind of, I think, perplexed by his behavior, and as if to say, you know, what is going on here? Why is all of a sudden this leopard coming at me like he's never done before? But either way, that was a big moment for Hosana, because he stood up to her. What's interesting about this is Tingana's just watching it. He hasn't come down and intervened at all. Oregon Way, no. So Tingana is not here to protect Thandi at all. He is not doesn't work like that. If this was lions, yes, then you would find a big male lion would probably get involved. But in the leopard structure and leopard society, it's very much a loner thing, and he's only there to try and kind of mate with females, as well as to be able to find food. And so in this instance, he knows if he comes down the tree, one of these two leopards is going to go up and get the food that he's sitting on. So he doesn't want to lose his food to anybody, so he's rather going to sit up there, let these two fight it out and establish what they want. She's not in an estrus cycle, which means he's not losing out on mating rights, and so he's kind of able to just sit there. Now what we've also got is two African hawk eagles that are also interacting as they kind of come over. This is crazy. They're calling and kind of going at one another, and they sort of lock talons just now as well, which is quite cool. Look at that. So it seems as though everything is all just coming towards Gari Katla, and there they go. Just want to see if they'll call again. There's actually 3 of them, so there's 3 of them, 3 leopards and 3 African hawk eagles, all in the same sighting, which is pretty insane. It's maybe why there was a bit of dive bombing happening, is that they were going after one another. But there's Thandi, she's resting. It seems as though we've gone into a bit of a hiatus now. Everybody's fairly relaxed. Tingana's kind of just on his kill. Hosana's facing the opposite way, and well, Thandi, she definitely has got her party face on. She is not impressed by what just happened. Did your younger brother just teach you a lesson, Thandi? Yes, I think that's exactly what's just happened. Amazing though, her ability to stand up to these males is always is something that has made me kind of always have a very soft spot for Thandi. She has got attitude and feistiness more than most leopards, and her kind of, even in that situation where Hosana came in and sort of at her, she still didn't turn and run. She stood up to him and snarled and hissed and kind of tried to show how brave she was. It was really quite something to kind of see. She's an incredible kind of leopard in many respects. Right, now while there's a hiatus in the drama, let's send you across to more drama, who is James Henry really.